KZN Future 50, powered by FNB Business and East Coast Radio, is up next. Stay tuned as we spotlight an unstoppable business shaping our future's province.
They say it's just business, but it's so much more for us as Mzansi businesses. It's about showing up every day on every street corner, B&B, barbershop, farm, franchise, and manufacturer. Because giving up is just not an option. It's about the comfort we, as over 1 million unstoppable businesses, feel from having FNB Business behind us. They help us stay unstoppable. Help changes everything. Global Finance 2024 Best SME Bank in South Africa. FNB, a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized FSP and credit provider.
The KZN Future 50 with Pavlo Phitidis. Inspiring KZN's business future.
You're listening to KZN Future 50 with FNB Business, and today we're going to talk about something that's weighing heavily on a lot of people in KZN and across South Africa. Now, Pavlo, you brought a message today that I have to say hit me in the guts. You called it the weight that won't lift.
Something I've been seeing more and more and more. And really, it's about business owners who aren't just tired, they're completely drained. And it's not because they've given up, but because they've given everything, absolutely everything, for years with little support, and blow after blow, they're still standing.
You know, Pavlo, that line you wrote, you're not tired because you've stopped caring, you're tired because you've cared too much for too long, that's very real. And I've heard that echoed in so many conversations lately.
It's a very shared fatigue, and it's not the kind you fix with a weekend away or some sort of weekend conference. It's the grind of COVID and red tape, economic mismanagement across our country, policies that never reach the ground for the real business owners out there, electricity outages, water outages, skilled staff leaving and semigrating, or worse, just checking out mentally. They're at work, but they're not present. It's strategy sessions that feel pointless because next week, yet again, something else changes.
So it's like normalizing crisis mode. So you survive today, figure out tomorrow, and then later, but then no one really can thrive for that long. It's not sustainable.
And yet here we are, still showing up, still hiring, still delivering, but it's not with the same spark, the same passion. The ambition has taken a hit. And it's hard to dream big, Carmen, when you're just trying to stay upright.
So it's not laziness, apathy, and exhaustion, Pavlo. I think if you're a business owner listening, sitting in traffic, wrapping up payroll, you need to hear this. I think you're not broken is essentially what people need to know, right?
Absolutely. You are not alone. And you're not done. The fact is, you're still standing, and that says more than you think. But we've got to talk about how to keep standing, and better yet, how to rebuild, and I really don't want to sound corny, but how to rebuild joy and love and passion in the fight that it takes to build a business.
We didn't just build businesses just to make money. We built them to make meaning. That really hits home.
And it's really true. By far, the majority of business owners I speak to talk about with excitement, the passion, the purpose, the reason they built the business. They're excited about that rather than the economics of the business. But it's also very easy to forget that when you're drowning in admin and rising costs and yet another issue and another outage. But that spark, why you started, I promise you, Carmen, and every single one of us, it's still there. It just needs some air, some clarity to reignite.
So where do we start? Because the country isn't going to transform overnight.
Neither is the world for that matter, but you absolutely can. And it starts with guarding where you invest your time and attention. If your calendar is chaos, your mind will be too. Rather use that time to build and not just respond to the firefighting, doing and deciding day in and day out.
That's really great. I love that. It's about ownership of your energy and reconnecting with your why. Why are you doing it? What problem lit that fire in where you began in the first place?
And this is the key. Stop playing the old game. The way you built your business pre-2019, pre-COVID, pre the disasters, the subsequent disasters that we seem to be experiencing one after the next after the next. If you play that old game, you're only ever going to get what you have got at the moment. Bigger isn't always better anymore. Rather play sharper, tighten up your business, deliver more value, simplify it, and create less noise so you can focus on what counts.
That sounds like a sustainable solution, and I think surround yourself with the right people, builders, believers. You always talk about that. You can't hold up the world alone, right?
No, and also watch your self-talk. If your best friend came to you saying, you know what, I think I've lost my touch, what would you do? You're going to invest in them. You're going to try and lift them up. So here's my question to every business owner out there. Yes, beyond that brave face that you might show the rest of the world, in many ways, that self-doubt that you've allowed to now enter into your brain is tearing you down. Why would you permit that? Take a different perspective.
So it's because I guess we've been made to feel like the enemy, right? For hiring, for trying to grow, to trying to improve your business in the economy. But here's the truth. Your business is still a stand worth taking, surely.
Absolutely. And the world will keep on twisting. It's not going to end. It's never going to be stable. That I can see, at least in the next 5 to 10 years. And given that, but your business, that's your fight. And if you're still in it, then you've already proven that you've got grit and courage. Don't let that self-doubt about your ability, your leadership, or purpose in life come into question. It might feel that way, but many, many business owners do right now. You're not alone, and it's not just you having, bear with me on this comment, because I'm going through it in many instances myself, these ongoing, quite deeply personal self-pity parties. They're not worth it.
KZN, we need our business owners to keep fighting, not just for profit, but of course for purpose, for meaning, for jobs, for hope, for our future.
That's right. And we're going to create a business that runs with you, not just because of you. That's how you fall back in love with what you do.
Well, that's how we build not just businesses, but absolute resilience. You're listening to KZN Future 50 with FNB Business. We see you, and of course, we support you.